Alright, so in this video we're going to start going over how to change your menu. Now, a menu is basically when you go to your website, it's what appears up here, right? So it's your kind of commonly visited places. A lot of the times in your menu you got your home, your blog, your contact, your about us, that type of stuff. So that's what I'm going to show you how to work with this video. Now, there's two different ways really to edit menus, and it depends on what type of theme you're using. Now, with this theme, which is Fork, which we currently have installed, this is more of a done through a customize option where you kind of point and click and edit through that. Whereas there's other themes where you edit through the appearance and then menus, right? So through the actual menu editor in WordPress. I want to show you both because you may work with themes that do it one way and may work with themes that do it the other way. So it's important that you know how to set your menus up because that's a really big part of your site. That's, you know, the main links that people see on your website, especially when they want to learn about you and contact you and things like that. You want to learn how to add that to your menu, how to customize it, how to change the wording, how to change the URLs, as that's all important for what we're doing. So let's first go to the simpler way of doing it, which most themes have, which is through the menu editor in WordPress. And that's what most themes use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go to Sinatra and I'm going to activate Sinatra. Okay, so this is a different theme we have installed. Now it's activated, right? So when I reload the website, it's going to have a totally new look. We talked about this in the theme video. When you change your theme, it's going to change the total look of your site. So if I click here and I reload, we're going to see it's a totally different looking site because we have a totally different theme installed. So I'm going to first go over the menu editor in WordPress, as that is how most sites show. Now in this particular theme, you see we have a home and a sample page in our menu. Now let's go over to the menu editor. I'm going to show you how to start doing this. So we go to appearance, then we go to menus. Now you can see right here currently we have home and sample page in this menu right here, right? Home and sample page. Now we just have the shell right now of a site. Like, we haven't really built any pages, we haven't built any posts. All we really have is a sample page and then the hello world post, which comes with every installation of WordPress. You always get a sample page and a hello world post. It's just the way they do it. Typically you end up deleting those and you add your own content, and that's what we will be doing. But for now, we only have a sample page and then one hello world post. Currently in the menu, there's only home and sample page. How that got there is from right here. Okay, you got home and sample page. That's what's in the menu. So I'm going to first show you how to edit what's already there. Now, for home, if you want to change this to say home page, I would simply add page to the end of home. I would make sure primary navigation is selected. If you don't have this selected, it may not change it in your menu on your site. We click Save Menu, and then you'll notice when I reload, home is going to change to home page. So I'm going to go ahead and reload, and we now have home page instead of home there. So same thing with sample page. If I want to change that to say sample page example or something like that, I could add example to it. I can make sure primary navigation is selected. I hit Save Menu, and I reload, and you see now we have home page and sample page example, right? So if we want to add different content, that would come from over here. So for example, if I created an About Us page, well, that About Us page would appear over here. I would click on About Us, I would click Add to Menu, I would save it, and then our About Us page would now be appearing on our menu. Now as you build out a site, you may have hundreds of pages, right? Or hundreds of posts, either or both, a combination. And that's, in that example, you can actually search, right? So if I have tons of pages and I want to find my About Us page, I just type in About Us, it will come up right here. You know, it's not coming up because we don't have it. I would add to menu, and then I would, of course, save the menu. So when you get more and more posts and pages, you can also search for the page you want to add to the menu, click it, add it, and then save it, all right? So let's go ahead and get rid of this. Let's go to our posts because we do have that Hello World post. So if I want to add this specific post to my menu, I simply click on it. I click Add to Menu. It's now in our menu. If I want to edit it in any way, I just drop it down, and then I highlight this, and that will edit the wording, right? So I can just maybe edit it to Hello World without an exclamation mark, how about? All right, and then we'll click Save. And you'll see now my Hello World post is going to appear in my menu because I just added it. So let's go ahead and reload. And then boom, we got home page, sample page example, and Hello World all in our menu because I just added the Hello World post to the menu. Now to delete something out of the menu, you simply just remove it, right? So if I want to now delete Hello World out of here, I hit the drop down, I hit remove, I hit save, And then now hello world is going to disappear from my menu bar. Okay, so that is how you work the menu. I showed you how to edit the text. You can also edit what you put in there. You can add things, you can remove things, and that's how you edit your menus. Okay, and you can have different menus with themes. I'm not going to dive that deep into it because most themes, you just have your primary navigation that's going to appear up here, and that's what we really want to know about. If you want to dig deeper, you can go through WordPress tutorials, but 99% of the time, this is going to take care of what you need for your websites. Okay, you don't need additional menus most of the time unless you're like more advanced into that type of stuff. So don't worry about going any further than that for right now. Now what I want to do is go back to our themes, and I want to install Fork again because Fork has a different way of editing the menu, and it's more like a point and click thing. It's within the customize theme option because it's a different type of theme. So let's go ahead and reactivate Fork. I'm going to activate. So now Fork is currently activated, so when I reload, we're going to have a totally different looking site again. And notice how my menu is totally changed again, even though my menu is currently set. So if I go to menus, you see I still have actually the same menu here, right? I have home page and sample page example. I deleted the post one, but I'll re-add it. So let me go ahead and re-add it. And if I click save, well, with the other theme, it would make it appear right here. With this theme, it doesn't appear there. So some people get confused with this, so I wanted to show this other way of doing this because some themes are built like Fork, where I believe they call it like a block editor or something like that, where you have to edit the theme in a different way. So if you ever go to edit your menu and it doesn't show up right here, it's likely because you have to do it within the actual theme, and I'm going to show you how to do that now. So let's go ahead back here, and then we can either click on Customize here, or you can go to Themes. You can go to the theme you want, and you can click on Customize. Now, to customize the menu for Fork, again, it's more a point-and-click type style. So what I do is I click up here. It's going to highlight it. Now I click here again, and this is where I can start editing the menu bar. I just simply point and click, and that's how the whole theme works for Fork. So when I want to edit this section, that's what we're going to be doing when we make this site look better. We just simply point and click and change, and that makes it very easy. It's more like a block editor type style. So for example, if I want to change home to home page, I simply click at the end of home page, I click save. All right, so now when I reload this, it's now going to say home page instead of home. Okay, so we changed our menu in a different way here. We didn't do it through the menu editor in WordPress. We did it through the customize theme option in the actual theme, because this is a different style of theme. So for patterns, for example, if I want to get rid of this, I can simply click on this. I can click the double dots, and I can click delete, and bye-bye to patterns. That's how you delete something out of the theme. So, for example, if I want blog to point somewhere else than where it's currently going, so if I click on this button here, currently the blog is actually just going to my home page. It's actually just the pound sign, which means just stay on the current page you're on. So if I hover over blog here and I click it, it just goes to the home page with this pound sign, because that's what the URL is set as. Now, if I want that to go to my home page, now, if I have a certain place for my blog, which I currently don't, I would just put in my home page /blog, if that's where it was. I will click on save. I will click on save up here. And what's going to happen is now the link that this goes to is going to change. So when I reload, now blog, as you can see down the bottom left-hand corner of my screen when I hover over it, goes to my site /blog. And if I click on that, it's going to say not found, right? Because that page isn't there. But if we set up a blog and that was the URL for it, that's where it would go, okay? So that's how you edit actually to where that goes. And then, of course, same thing with Facebook. So we would click on this, and then you would edit where that goes. So currently it is actually going to, I think it's just a pound. So if we hover over that, yeah, it's just going to pound again, or it's going to nowhere. We would change that to be our Facebook URL, so when people click on it, it goes to our Facebook page. So this is how you edit your menu bar in a theme that has a style like Fork. You actually go into the theme, you hit customize, and you go in and you customize it how you want. So that is the two ways to customize themes when it comes to WordPress. Again, most of them will be done through the appearance and then through the menus, but there is some of them that are like Fork, and I wanted you to know how to do that as well. So next we're going to go into sidebars and widgets. See you in that video.